Da 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 dun da da dun da da dun 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum dun 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 dun. Alrighty, guys. Well, welcome back, one and all, to 2018 Atlanta Braves replay. I've been trying to get this out for it seems like a week now, and every time something comes up and I can't get it done. So I'm squeezing it in right now, right here. So if you've been missing your Atlanta Braves, which we all have, I'm sure, and our payoff pitch. It's good to see a payoff pitch come back. All right, but not only that, the reason it's been delayed, right? The reason it's been delayed is because of this right here. Boom, there we go. So what I was doing before was I was using ball score and keeping track of all the stats and everything. I decided to pick up the PC Replay 2018 season so I can input all of the data into the game, and we can keep track of everything that's going on in the actual game. And Replay Baseball will allow us to input dice rolls into the system, so that's super cool. So obviously the stats and stuff aren't going to be exactly the same as they were because I just had the game randomly generate up to our game that we're going to be playing. Hang on a second, let me make sure this is recording here. Yeah, we're coming up on game number 36. It's against the Miami Marlins. So we played all of the games previous to that, and it generated all new stats and everything. But you know what? I'm willing to do that because this interface is really, really good, and it gives you a nice breakdown of everything. So that's super good, and it's easy to input the dice rolls into the game. Now, obviously, you know, the dice roll results in a double. We put that in the system or a strikeout or whatever. So, cool thing about this is, you know, it'll show you your recent games, your upcoming games, who's going to be starting, et cetera, et cetera. So you can see we're at May 10th. Mike Fultonevich, 3-3 with a 3.63 ERA against Caleb Smith, 3-3 with a 4.62 ERA. It's in Miami. So you can see we got a 4-game series in Miami. And then it looks like we're going to play a game at Chicago and then a game against Chicago at home. So home and home series, one game. No, it didn't get rained out because that's the 13th. This might be a makeup game, is what this is. It shows you our typical lineups. Shows you our batting leader. So Freddie Freeman is batting leader, 353. Home runs, Freddie. Runs batted in, Freddie. And stolen bases, Ender Inciarte. Pitching, Mike Fultonevich, earned run average. Most wins, Julio Teheran. Strikeouts, Fultonevich. It also gives us our team stats over here, which is super nice to see. And gave us a record of 17-18, which is about what we were. I think we were maybe 18-17. So I'm just going to take what the computer generated and not have to go back and input all these. And I didn't want to start over again because otherwise I'll lose other stats. So we're 7 games back of Washington. I'm sorry, 7 games back of New York. And 3.5 games back of Washington. Another thing this is nice is down here in the bottom left. Shows us our players that are unavailable. So Whistler, Dansby. Dansby doesn't come back until the 19th. Sims, Max Fried comes back on the 28th. Sanchez on the 29th. Sokovic the 30th. Peter Borges, which has been out for a long time, 31st. Luke Jackson on the 5th of June. Chris Stewart Chris Stewart doesn't come back until, August 22nd. And Lane Adams doesn't come back until September 1st. So that's all really good information. Of course, we can go to any of the other teams and do the same thing if we wanted to check them out, which is nice. It also gives you a game of the season. Nick Markakis with double trouble on April 24th as he belted out 3 doubles in the Atlanta 11-4 win over Cincinnati. So I think it'll be easier for players to see what's going on instead of just keeping stats and ball score. We can look at the daily recap. So here's the recap going into today. So in the American League, Boston and New York are tied at 22-14. Tampa Bay is 1 game back. In the Central Division, Detroit leads by 1 game over Minnesota, 2 over Cleveland. Kansas City is 7 back, Chicago 9 back. And in the American League West, Houston owns a half-game lead against the Los Angeles Angels, 3 games above Oakland and 4 above Seattle. Texas not doing very good. It shows you all your batting leaders there in the American League and then in the National League. We already looked at the East. In the Central Division, Milwaukee has a half-game lead over Chicago, 1 game lead over Pittsburgh, 3.5 against St. Louis, and 9 over Cincinnati. Cincinnati started off 12-25, not very good. 9 games back. We are currently 5 back in the wild card. In the National League West, it's the Dodgers by 2.5 over Colorado, 9 over Arizona, etc. So let's see. Batting leaders, Corey Dickerson in Pittsburgh and Freddie Freeman of Atlanta, 353. So there we go. Batting average. Nice. Home runs. Valbuena for San Diego is 11, and Blackman for Colorado is 10. Runs batted in, Trevor Story for Colorado is 32. Freddie Freeman again, 30. So Freddie, being Freddie. Earned run average, Scherzer and Valquez for Philadelphia. Strikeouts, Patrick Corbin and Mike Foltynewicz. Look at that, 58. Nice. Wins, Matt Scherzer and Michael Wacha for St. Louis. And then down at the bottom, hot in May. So let's see. Marte, Saravelli, Peraza, Rojas, and Frazier. Okay, and Cordero has 5 home runs. Story has 4. Cespedes has 4. Schwarber has 3. And Asdrubal Herrera has 3 as well. And then it'll show you your games that are being played for today. So obviously, Washington is in Arizona. Probably be watching that game. And New York, it looks like, is New York off today? It looks like they are off today. So they're not going to lose, unfortunately. All right, so that's that. So I'm going to just be going to schedule and then resume the simulcast. And then I thought I would just show you guys. So I've turned off the sounds, right? So I've turned off the sounds. And what I can actually do now is, let's see if I can turn it on. Maybe I have to be off of this mode, but we'll have the scoreboard up for you guys viewing it later. So what we actually do here is manually. So we can manually put the information in: single, double, triple, home run, strikeout, walk, intentional walk, hit by pitch. CI. I'm not sure what the hell the CI stands for. This is a fly out, line out, pop out, error plus. It's a ground out advance. But the, so depending on when the players, how many players are on. So there you go. So that's what I'm going to be seeing, and occasionally might pop over there. Unfortunately, what happens when this screen actually takes up where the other, out of town scoreboard, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to broadcast that as well, so you guys might be able to see that, but unfortunately, it didn't quite work out that way. So. Let's see which one I'm looking for. That's not. Is that? No, that's Dramatic 1. Where is the PC replay? There we go. Not sure why it's all funky. Maybe if I minimize and bring it back up. Maybe it's waiting on, maybe I need to. No, it didn't matter if I was manually inputting it or not. All right, well, huh, interesting. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let's save and exit and then go back, resume. Maybe I'll let it load itself this time and see if it helps it. There we go, that's a little bit better. So it actually looks a little different because of the way the stadium is. There's a picture of the stadium in the background. So that's what this is, the lights of the stadium. So that looks good. All right, so there we go. All right, anyways, we got a game going to get to, right? So let's look at the starting lineups. It's going to be Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna, Freddie Freeman, Nick Markakis, Kurt Suzuki, Ender Inciarte, Jose Bautista, Johan Camargo, and then the pitcher, Mike Fultonevich. For the Marlins, it's going to be JT Realmuto, Martin Prado, Sterling Castro, Justin Bour, Brian Anderson, Derek Dietrich, Miguel Rojas, Lewis Brinson, and then Caleb Smith. For Miami, left-handed batters 1 to 33 is Wheelhouse, right-handers 1 to 32. So we need a pretty low number for Wheelhouse. So here we go. We got Caleb Smith against Ozzie Albies. So Smith is a left-hander, and Smith will be batting from the right-handed side. And away we go. Caleb Smith, that's a 5. That's going to be a patient result, 24 patient. And Ozzie gets a hold of that one. He's ripped it into the corner. Brian Anderson running after it. He can't get to it. It bounces around the corner, rounding first, headed to second, and rounding second. Here goes Albies. Here comes the throw from Anderson. It's way offline, and Ozzie Albies starts the game off with a triple. 24 versus left-handers. Triple against, so great start by the triple. All right. There we go. So Ozzie being Ozzie. Good Ozzie. I'm going to have to slide these over a little bit. All right. That brings up Ronald Acuna. Ronald Acuna doesn't give me any information when I'm inputting it. That's too bad. Ronald Acuna. Defense will play. They're going to play in. Early in the game like this? No, they're going to play. You know what? They'll play corners in. That's what they'll play corners in. That's a 6. That's going to be tough. Tough 94. That's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Is it going to deep enough? That's the good question. Ozzie is a 9. He's going to head home. Defense will try and throw him out of the plate. Defense will try and throw him out of the plate. It's a 3. He's in there safe. So sacrifice fly. Sacrifice hit. And it went to left. And there we go. It's a ground out sacrifice hit to Albies. Is going to score. It's 1-0. Acuna got a hold of that one enough. That brings up Freddie Freeman, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And the Braves have scored our first replay baseball score. First score. Here we go. 3, another patient, 29. That's going to be a walk by Freddie Freeman. So still nobody out. And that brings up Nick Markakis. Nick Markakis. So it's been a triple, a ground. It was a pop sacrifice fly out, and then a walk so far. That's a 7. That's going to be a tough one. 77. That's going to be a ground ball. That one's going to be hit to Rojas. Let's find out if they get the double play here. Double play is going to be 5 or less. And they get it. Double play. So that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And that's going to retire the side as Markakis grounds it out. But they do pick up a run. It's 1-0 going to the bottom of the first. Miami's due up. Fultonevich against JT Realmuto. Alan Shaw, how you doing, buddy? Since you just joined us, I will just show you this really quickly. I will be scoring in Replay Baseball on the desktop there. Very great, elegant system. So I'll be using that. And you guys will obviously see the scoreboard at the top. So we're just in the bottom of the second. Leadoff triple by Ozzie Albies, and then scored on the fly out. So 1-0 Braves. Fultonevich with a 6. 6 is patient. 43. He's a right-hander. 43. And JT Realmuto hits that one well. It's over Inciarte's head in center field. He's headed around first and on to second with a leadoff double for the Marlins. And we're going to have us a real slobber knocker here in Miami. That brings up Martin Prado. And that is an 8. That's a tough one. 51 against the right-hander. And Martin Prado, he's going to lace that one. And that's, back up the middle. Albies dives for it. Cannot get it. And that's going to be a base hit by Prado. And JT Realmuto is an 8. So he is going to round third and head for home, I think. Are they going to try and throw him out? Inciarte is an arm of 7. So, yep, they're going to try to see what happens here. JT Realmuto heads around third. Here comes the throw. Are you going to throw it? Yes, we're going to throw it. And that is going to be an 8. So it is not higher than both results, and it's not lower than both results. So it is going to go to the 10-sided dice, which happens to be a 0. Oh my gosh, I'm going to need my charts. I didn't think, and I'm going to need to get the camera for you guys as I've now knocked that off the top. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, and this game is started off with a bang. Whew, all right, I'm going to need to get my charts here because the sacrifice throw out didn't quite go as planned. It would have been a little easier, but now I've got to find my charts. Where are my charts? Of course, I had to clean up my office today, so I don't know where anything is anymore because, damn it. Where are all my payoff pitch charts? It'd be easier just to find on my damn computer. Fighting in the crowd, it's like soccer. Oh my gosh. I'm going to pull them up on my computer because I don't, you know what, they might be in this drawer here. Let's see. Got something in here. What's in here? Nope, it's not them. God damn it. That was a bad move. I knocked half of that stuff over, and now I knocked my keyboard over. Oh my god. This is really starting to aggravate me now. Oh my god. If you guys saw how much stuff I had, you would understand why it's taking me a while to find this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Seriously, where would I put them? Damn it. God damn it. I have to put all this stuff away. Urgh. Alright, hang on. Uh, Alright. Screw it. I'm just going to look on my computer because I know I have them on my computer. Alright. Baseball. Payoff pitch. Maybe I just put them in the baseball folder. Oh my gosh. I have too much stuff. You know that right, brother. You know that's right. Why can't I believe I can't find them? I had them out, and then I had to redesign how I have everything sitting here, and now I can't find the damn sheets. God, what? All right, you know what I'm going to do? Hang on, I'm still working with you guys here. All right. I'm sure they're around, I just don't know what happened to them. So, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to, damn it. All right. We got people coming today, so I had to clean up everything. And once I cleaned up everything, everything got moved around on me. And this is not the one I want. Here it is. We're just going to play with the fast action deck today because that's fine. Play with the fast action deck today. I don't have time to find my sheets, and I'm not going to spend all day looking for them. All right, so we'll just shuffle this up a little bit. Play with the fast action deck. So he hit a single. We'll find out runner advancement, and we'll move on. All right, so it's all right. Okay, so we'll. All right, so we hit a single. Single, ground up the middle into center field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Runner on second scores. There we go. So just like that, it's a single. Run is going to score. So if I hit the single plus, single and Real Muto scores. There we go. All right. So Prado's on first. Prado. Suzuki is a forearm. Okay, so he is a steal of 2D. All right. Martin Prado. 9 tough. 27. That'll be a strikeout. That brings up Justin Bohr. They had Justin Bohr. Maybe I put these guys in the wrong position. We'll see. So Justin Bohr is up. 1 away. Foul ball. Fultonevich. It's 1-1. There we go. 6. Another patient, 38, and that's going to be a walk. So runners at first and second now for Brian Anderson. So Brian Anderson is up. I don't know why he's throwing Castro. I thought Castro was in there, but maybe he's not. Anderson. Uh-oh. That is a wheelhouse 23 right-hander, and that one is hit well by Anderson. That one is going to hit the base of the wall, and all runners are going to score on the double, and just like that, it's a double plus, so all runners score. Still only 1 out, and Miami up 3-1 here on Fultonevich. Dietrich, 8, so tough. 14, he will strike out. Oh, that was Rojas, actually. No, that was Dietrich, right? Okay. Now Miguel Rojas is up. I'm all out of whack. All out of whack. All right. Another patient, 17, and that's going to be another walk. So that brings up Lewis Brinson. Could walk the bases loaded and bring up the pitcher spot, but I'd like to get Brinson out. So another patient, 83 though, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Fly out to center, and that's going to do it. Shoo, that was not good. Caleb Smith uses card number 5. There we go. All right. All right, so that brings up Kurt Suzuki. 3-1 Marlins going to the second inning. Kurt Suzuki. 6, tough. 0-4. That'll be a strikeout. Suzuki down on strikes. Ender Inciarte steps up to the plate. Another tough. 43. And Inciarte is going to pop that one up. And that one's going to second baseman Castro. And that brings up Jose Bautista. Doesn't spend much time with the Braves. That is a 4. Ballpark 81 is going to be in play. So an in-play check against Bautista is a 91. That's going to be a fly ball. Center and left fielder Dietrich's going to make the catch, and that's going to do it for the Braves. So Caleb Smith is up against Fultonevich. 10. Wow. In play 54, and that's going to be a fly out to right. Marquez, fly out to right. That was the pitcher's card. So due back up against is J2 Real Muto. In play 74, and that's going to be a fly ball to center. Two-way for Martin Prado. 2, defensive check. Defensive check is going to be a range play on the right fielder. Range play on the right fielder. That's Markakis. Markakis range is a C. A C is 1 to 47 is a hit. It's a 53. So that's going to be caught by Markakis. Fly out to right field. All right. That brings up Johan Camargo. Oh, and I've got my camera all tipped and turned and everything for you guys. Boy, I'm just not having a great day at broadcasting yet, am I? All right. There we go. It's a little better. All right. Camargo. Top of third, 3-1 Miami. That's a tough 69. And that's going to be fly ball out to Brian Anderson in right field. Oh, shit. Can I undo that? I think there's a way to undo last play. There we go. All right, so brings up Fultonevich. He is using card number 1. All right. 8. Tough, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Fultonevich is out, but that brings up Ozzie Albies. 1 for 1, leading off the game with a triple, scored on the sacrifice fly. Put the Braves up 1-0. 8. Tough 39, and that will be a strikeout. So that's going to do it for the Braves. We go to the bottom of the third. Sterling Castro is up. Castro against Fultonevich here. Oh, bounce that right out of the zone. We're in the bottom of the third already. 6, another patient. 24, that is a bad number. That is another walk given up by Fultonevich. Let's try not to roll that 6 anymore, buddy. Been rolling a lot of 6s. So Justin Moore is up. 3-1. Bounced out. Foul ball. Justin Moore. 7. That's a little bit better. Tough 19. That'll be a strikeout. So Justin Moore's down on strikes. Brian Anderson. 7 again, 43, and a 43 is going to be a double for Brian Anderson. That's what he wanted, was the 43 actually, and the double is going to be a line shot, splits the gap in center field, all runners score. So that's going to be a double plus. So the runner at first will score, and that brings up Derek Dietrich. It's now 4-1 Miami. Dietrich, 7, tough, 85, and that is going to be a grounder to second. I think that is like literally the first ground out we've had. Let's see, ground out. It's going to be, what is the ground out going to be? It was the second, so it's going to be 4-3. All right. So that brings up Miguel Rojas. Anderson's on third. How did Anderson get to third? Oh, on the 4-3 ground out. Right. Okay, two-way. Let's see. Miguel Rojas. 5. That's a tough one. 39. Is it tough enough? It is not tough enough. That is going to be a single by Rojas. And coming into score is Anderson. Fultonevich did not have it today. That is for sure. Runner first, Rojas. He's a C stewer. Jeez, wheelhouse. But it's a 98. So fortunately, throws it down the middle, but still going to be a fly out to left field. All right. So that brings up Acuna here, top of the fourth inning. 5-1 Braves. Ronald Acuna. Tough 0-9, and they're getting all the good rolls. Strikes him out. Freddie Freeman. Oh, Freddie. And that one is a 48, and that's going to be a single by Freddie. So Freddie does his job. He is a B stealer. The JT Realmuto has got an arm of 2. That's not good. So a B and a 2, huh? Nick Markakis. We have one out here in the top of the fourth. 5, patient, but 93 and not that patient. That's grounder's second. We got to see if it's a double play. It's going to be 5 or less. It is a 5, so that is going to be a... Oh, I can't even remember where he hit it to. I'm so confused at this point. I think it was a second, so we'll go 4, 6, 3, double play. And that's going to do it for the Braves, who started off the game with the triple and then since then have gone to sleep here, leaving Fultonevich out here to fend for himself. We have Caleb Smith, and you know what? Fultonevich is going to be done. They're going to be making a call to the pen early. Get him out of there. They're going to get him out of there. So this is for May 10th. Oops, I said May 10th. Let's see who the Braves. Sam Freeman. So Sam Freeman is going to come in. Oh, yes, I should be able to. Why can't I change the pitcher? Fultonevich. It says left click for bullpen. I left click. I'm not getting the bullpen. Why am I not getting the bullpen? Oh boy. Trials and tribulations. That's what it is. Trials and tribulations. Why am I not getting the bullpen? It's not popped up, is it? Let's save and exit. Let's resume this game simulcast. All right, left click for... It is like not bringing up the bullpen. I can click on his card. It brings up the information. It's not. No. It's not. Team AI settings. Oh, maybe I had to turn that off. Is that what's going on? Oh, there we go. All right, Sam Freeman's coming in. Sam is coming in. All right, so Sam Freeman's coming in. That's probably, I think I had it on the computer running everything. That's probably why. Never want the computer running it, that's for sure. Sam Freeman, where are you, Sam? Oh, Sam. There you are, like literally on the bottom. Yes, you're going to go there. Sam Freeman. Left-hander. Facing off against Caleb Smith. Caleb, we're in the, yeah, he'll try to go another inning. He's been doing better than Fulton-Evans. That is going to be a strikeout. Strike three called. All right, so that does that. So JT Rio Muto. Wonder if I click on his. Yeah, I can sub for him, but no, I'm not going to do that. Okay. So JT Rio Muto, Sam Freeman. And that was a ball in the dirt, but Real Muto swings at it, tries to check his swing. They peel down to first, and they say, nope, you went, buddy. Prado, 5-1 Marlins. Tough, and he's going to strike out the side. That's the way you're supposed to come in and do things, my friends. So that brings up Kurt Suzuki. Top of the fifth. Caleb Smith, 5-1 Marlins. And another tough one, 0-4, and that'll be another strikeout. That brings up Ender Enciarte. And tough, 0-8. Wow, that's another strikeout. And that brings up Bautista. Jose. Another tough 44, though, and that's going to be a strikeout. So both pitchers strike out the side. That is 6 straight strikes we've had. Wow. Or 6 straight strikeouts. So we're on to the bottom of the fifth. Sam Freeman against Sterling Castro. Tough, 0-7, another strikeout. That brings up Justin Bohr. The hometown crowd here, excited, seeing their hometown team playing well, the Marlins. And that is going to be a 54. That is just a strikeout. 54 is just a strikeout. So another strikeout. That is what? 6, 7. That's 8 strikeouts in a row. And that is 5 strikeouts in a row for Sam Freeman. And Brian Anderson's up. And 75. This time they get ball on bat, but it's going to be a grounder to Albies. Albies is going to pick it up and 4-3 it over to Freeman. All right, so we're on to the top of the 6th inning. Camargo. 4. Oh, ballpark. But a 62 is going to be in. It's going to be a in-play check for Camargo. 1-41 will be a hit. Nope, 79. That's a fly ball to Brinson in center field. And that brings up the pitcher spot. Sam Freeman. He's been pitching well. We'll let him go another inning. Why not? Sam Freeman bats with the 3 card. Of course he does, because I don't have that card out, right? But I found it. There we go. So we'll let Sam Freeman bat. He's going to try and get another inning in, so. Do we? Oh, do we? We really need offense is what we need as the Braves at this point. But there's a lefty, righty up. So would be nice to keep Freeman around for another inning. You know what? I think we are gonna substitute him. So for Sam, we're gonna bring in lefty pitching. So we're gonna bring in Culberson to pinch hit. Charlie's gonna come in. Charlie Culberson, there he is. He's gonna come in and pinch hit. So that'll be it for Freeman. Charlie Culberson, right-hander, to face off against Caleb Smith. We got one out here in the top of the 6th inning. That's a 4. That's a ballpark 30, and that's a right-hander. So that is going to be a wheelhouse check for Charlie Culberson. Charlie, he gets a hold of one, and that one is hit far. It is hit deep. It is gone. Charlie Culberson pinch hit home run gets the Braves a little bit closer. And now, let's see if Ozzie can keep doing his thing. Oh, Ozzie, oh, Ozzie. Let's drive the crazy train. All right, so that was home run number 3 of the season for Charlie Culberson. Yo, Evan, tough 38. And Ozzie against the lefty, 38 is going to be a good number. That's going to be a single. And the train is continuing. Ronald Acuna one out. And you know what? He's a B-stealer. We need 6. We're going to try and get the jump here. 9. Cannot get the jump. Damn. I wanted him to steal, but Acuna's up. Ronald Acuna. Ronald Acuna one out here in the top of the 6th. 10. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a wheelhouse check. Unfortunately, the dice said 95. That's going to be a fly ball out to left. Fly ball out to left. So Ronald Acuna gets into one, but not deep enough. But here's the man that can hit it deep enough. That's Freddie Freeman. Hit 23 home runs in the regular season. 10, wheelhouse. And that one is going, gone. And just like that, as everyone in the stadium was excited to see, but the Braves put a 3 spot up here in the top of the 6th, and now it's a 5-4 ball game. And they're a little nervous about Caleb Smith out there. It's out of here, says Alan Shaw. It is out of here. They're a little nervous about leaving Caleb Smith out there much longer. So they're going to be making a call to the pen, and they're going to be bringing in it looks like it's going to be Whitgren. Whitgren's going to come in. So it is not over yet, my friends. It is not over yet. So we have Nick Whitgren coming in. It might take me a second to find his card, ladies and gentlemen, and I do appreciate everyone coming out to the ballpark today. We're going to bring out Steckenrider because he might come in a little bit. And Hernandez and Ziegler, if I see these guys. But the person I'm looking for is Nick Whitgren. There he is. So we did find Nick. Didn't take us too long. I love my payoff pitch cards. There's not much I can say other than they're great. Okay, so just get yourself some payoff pitch cards. It's so much nicer to deal with these than some of the other companies, cards that we've been dealing with recently. You know, not being able to separate them and they stick together and everything. You don't have to worry about that with your payoff pitch cards. So it's a 5-4 ball game. And we have Nick Markakis up. Nick Whitgren. So Nick on the season, well, in real life, Nick came in 32 games, pitched 33 innings. So he's only about an inning relief guy. 2.94 ERA, 2-1, and a 1.31 WHIP. So we got the battle of Nicks here. Nick Whitgren versus Nick Markakis. That is a 7 in play, but 73 says grounder to short, 6-3 put out. And that brings up Suzuki now. Nope, I'm sorry, that brings up Dietrich now, as that is the end of the inning. We need to bring in a pitcher, though. Right, so for the Braves, it's going to be Gorhara. So we're going to bring in Gorhara. And I do not recognize this name at all. Luis Gorhara. He actually starts one game, relieves 8 games, pitched only 19.2 innings, 5.95, 0-1, 1 save, 1.22 whip. And we need him at this point. Luis Gorhara against Derek Dietrich. 5-4 ball game. 10 patient, 84. He's another lefty, so 84 is going to be a fly ball to center. Fly ball center field. Enciarte makes the catch. And here comes the Braves. Miguel Rojas. 11. That's a defensive check. So defense is going to be error on the shortstop. Shortstop, of course, is Camargo. Camargo, error is, shortstop is a 5. Error 5, 1 to 23 is an error. It's a 58, as you can see, so no error. That's going to be a 6-3 put out. So Rojas is out of there, and Lewis Brinson. 2-away here in the bottom of the 6th. Yolev, another defensive check here. This time it's an error on the third baseman. That's Bautista. Bautista, he's an error of 5. That again, error of 5, 1 to 23. It's an 86. So that's going to be a 5-3 put out. And the Braves get him in order. And that's going to bring us to the top of the 7th. Nick Whitgren against Kurt Suzuki. Down by a run. Let's see here. Niner. That's going to be tough. Tough 44 right-hander, and that's out of his range. That's going to be popped up. It's going to be a pop-up to the third baseman. Prado is going to make the catch in foul territory. That brings up Ender Enciarte, left-hander. And that's in play 10. In play 10 right-hander, and that's going to be a single by Enciarte. Too bad they have Real Muta behind the plate. Enciarte's a C-stealer. It brings up Bautista. Let's see if he can do something for the Braves here. Come on, Jose. 5. In play 65, though. 65. Fly ball to center. And that's 2-way now for Camargo. Come on, Johan. Come on, Johan. 7 in play, 34 against a righty, and that's going to be a single. So a single, and it's a blooper into right field. Anderson coming in, cannot make the catch. Runner is going to advance just 1 base on the bloop single by Camargo. But that puts 2 runners on, and unfortunately, damn, that brings us up to the pitcher spot. Well, we're going to have to pinch hit again, that is for sure. And who is it going to be? It's going to be the right-hander. No, it's going to be the lefty. It's going to be the lefty. It's going to be Preston Tucker, the lefty. Only leaves us 2 men on the bench, so we have to be careful. So Preston Tucker, he's coming in here in the top of the 7th. Pinch hit opportunity against Nick Whitgren. 5-4 is your ball game here. Love to get it if I could get PDF. We know that you like Stratomatic the best, says Alan Shaw. Custom make it too expensive. Oh, it is a PDF. To get all the players in a season set. Yes, you can get both a PDF and or you can get the cards, printed out and shipped to you. Not expensive at all. They have, I would say, 70-80% of the players, but there should be an extra player PDF that you can download and print out if you're looking to get that. So Preston Tucker, pinch hit opportunity, 2 men on, 2 away, top of the 7th. Come on, Preston. Come on, Preston. You can do this. That is a 9 tough. 53 righty, 53. Damn, struck him out. That's going to do it for the 7th, unfortunately. And we need another pitcher. So coming in is going to be... it's going to be... who is it going to be? It's going to be... I think it's going to be Dan Winkler. So Winkler is going to come in. Dan Winkler is going to come in. Now we need to find a pinch hitter for the Marlins. And that happens to be the lefty, B.J. Schruck. So it looks like B.J. Schruck is coming in. If B.J. Schruck. And he'll be batting off against Dan Winkler here in the bottom of the 7th. Yoleven in play, 39. He is a righty, just outside his range. Look at that. 7-38. 39. Whew. It's grounder to the pitcher. So that is going to be a ground out to first. Oh. Yeah, it should have been a 1-3, but it's not going to matter either way. So Shuck comes in. BJ pops, grounds it back to Winkler. JT Realmuto. 10, patient 35, right-hander. He's going to walk. So JT Realmuto walks. That brings up Prado. Oh, defense. 0-1, though. It's going to be a good play, I bet. Defense is going to be error on the left fielder. Left fielder is Acuna. And he has an error of 2. So it's going to be 1-50 is going to be an error. And yes, it is an error as we rolled a 0-1. What kind of error is it? It was a outfield single +1. So it looks like a single +1. Yeah, that's just going to be a 1 base error there. So we got the error on the left fielder. That doesn't help. Nope. Error. Boom. Error by Acuna. Realmuto to second. Prado to first. And that brings up Castro. Sterling. Castro. It's a 5-4 ball game. We're nice tip and knock here going into the bottom of the 7th. Winkler, you got better hold on, dude. 3, ballpark, 95. Fortunately, that's going to be an in-play check. But still, 1-51 will be a hit. Oh, it's a 95, though. That's going to be a fly ball. That one's going out to Acuna. And there's the first out. Thank you. Justin Bohr, 2. Another defensive check. And this time, another error check on the first baseman. That's Freeman. Freddie, he is an error of 5. Error is 1 to 23. That's a 71. So that's going to be a, we'll go 1 unassisted. And that is going to do it. We go to the 8th. Now pitching for the Marlins. It's going to be Drew Steckenrider. So Drew Steckenrider, I've got his card out earlier. Where did I do with it? Here it is. Drew Steckenrider. Got his card out. All right. So Steckenrider is in to face off against Ozzie Albies. We're in the top of the 8th, 5-4 ball game. 5 tough, 56. And that is going to be a liner right at the shortstop. And Rojas is going to make the catch. Snare that one right out of the sky. Ronald Acuna is another tough 53. Acuna's going to strike out. And that brings up Freddie. Freddie could tie this with one swing, though. Come on. 8. That's another tough one. 92, and that's going to be it. A ground ball. And it's going to second. Castro scoops, throws to Bohr. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-4 is your score. Winker against Brian Anderson. 38, and swing and a miss. Brian Anderson goes down on strikes. Takes that slow walk to the bench, and here comes Derek Dietrich. The Marlins trying to get one more insurance run if they can for patient 15, and he is going to walk. So Dietrich takes a walk. He is an A stealer, and he is going to try. And stealing, he's safe. So Steele second. How it was? Steele. Steele second. There we go. All right, so Dietrich's in there. Steele's second base. With only 1 out, puts him in scoring position for Miguel Rojas. Yo, Evan in play, 39, and that's going to be a single. Runner on second, and runner on second is going to score on the single, so they do get an insurance run off of the bat of Rios, and that brings up Lewis Brinson. And this one is a strike 3 called curveball in there. Winker dives that in there. And brings up the pitcher spot, but we know they're going to be bringing in the closer, so we're going to bring in a pinch hitter, and that pinch hitter is going to be, it's going to be Cameron Maybin. There he is, Cameron Maybin. So Cameron Maybin, runner at, oh, wait a minute. Damn it. It's a strikeout. Let's see. Can I undo 2 plays? Undo. Right, there we go. All right, so it was a single. Oh, no, I got to undo it again. I keep forgetting. It's a single plus to get the runner to move an extra base. There we go. All right, so Dietrich does score. There we go. Then it was a, what happened with this dude? Shoot. Was it strikeout? think it was a strikeout. We're going to put it as a strikeout. Doesn't matter. So Streckenrider's out. Cameron Maben in. Oh, yeah, okay. Cameron Maben comes in to pinch hit. Dan Winkler. And in play 28, it doesn't get much better than this as they have a single again. Runner advances one base or question mark if he wants to risk it, but no sense. He's just going to go first to second and stop. Can they get another insurance run here in the bottom of the eighth? 6-4, Real Muto. And 71, that one is going to be a 4-3 put out. And that's going to retire this side. So it's all up to the closer. Who is the closer for the Marlins? Good question, everyone. Let's see here. We want game saved. That's what we want. Jose Arena, who is tired, but they're gonna bring him in. Jose, actually, if they got another somebody else, they got 3 players that are extremely tired. What about Ziegler? Let's look at Ziegler. Brad Ziegler. Or Bear Claw. Where's Bear Claw? There we go. That's a good option. Do we have Bear Claw anywhere? Kyle Bear Claw. There you go. He didn't technically save any games, but he'd come in the 8th and 9th innings a lot. So we're going to bring in Kyle Bear Claw just because this is going to be a 4-game series, right? And right now, Urania is tired from overuse. So Bear Claw against Markakis, they're going to try and give Urania the day off. So Bear Claw is coming in. So now he's a right-hander. So that's a Markakis, Suzuki, and Enciarte, and 2 of the 3 of them are lefties. So we're going to leave that lineup in there and hope and pray. Kyle Bear Claw against Markakis, down by 2 in the top of the 9th. 8, that's going to be a tough 77, and that one is going to Rojas. Rojas scoops and throws. Bohr at first. Gets him by a step. 1 away. Here's my man right here, Kurt Suzuki. Here's the man, Kurt Suzuki. He'll do it. Come on, Kurt. You can do this, buddy. 4, patient, and a 57 against a right-hander. And he does it. He gets him hit right in the shoulder. And he leaned into that one a little bit, but that's all right. Any way he needs to get on, Kurt Suzuki will find a way. So that brings up the tying run in the form of Enciarte, 1 out. Suzuki on first. We only have a couple players we can bring in off the bench to pinch run. It's Flaherty and Flowers. Let me look at those 2 cards and see if any of them are. He runs a 5, and Flaherty runs with a 6. Suzuki runs with a 5. So we can only move up from a 5 to a 6, which is horrible. So we're not going to do it. We'll just leave Suzuki out there. All right, Suzuki, run on the when you hear the bat, when you hear the ball hit bat, start running. Enciarte, here we go. Come on, Ender. It's the Ender games right here. Ender. And that is a 7. No, it's going to be a tough 14. That's going to be a strikeout. So Ender down on strikes in the Down to their last out, and it's guess who? Jose Bautista, which is he only stayed on the Braves for a couple days. And the reason was he was up in a lot of important opportunities and he couldn't come through for them and he couldn't deliver like he was doing for Toronto all those years. And they said, okay, we're going to have to let you go. And so this is the opportunity. And once again, it's all up to Jose Bautista to see if he can somehow, some way. See, here's the problem. If you look at his card, against right-handers, right, he can't even hit a home run. He can only hit a double and a single. That's because he never hit anything but a double and a single. Now, versus left-handers, he did hit a home run. So his card is all based upon the stats. And you see a lot of strikeouts there as well. Bautista is a righty. Do we have... You know what? They brought him in. They brought him in to see what he can do. So that's what we're doing. We're going to bring him in to see what he can do. And I know the outcome, right? I know the outcome because I know the stats. I know what happened. I have a history to look back at and go, yes, this player's stats are based upon what he did. And I know he didn't do very good for the Braves. But the Braves brought him in for this opportunity and this opportunity alone to go, hey, top of the ninth, down 2 runs, put me at the plate, I'll hit it out. But we've already shown you he can't hit it out. But the manager at the time didn't know that, right? Because the manager can't look back and go, oh, yeah, that's what he did. So there it is, 7. And it's a tough one. And that's going to be a strikeout, Bautista down. And that's going to do it for game number 36. Caleb Smith takes the win. Mike Fultonevich takes the loss. Kyle Bearclaw gets his first save. And Brian Anderson gets the MVP of the game. Unfortunately. I mean, I could have, if I was managing, I would have probably pinch hit knowing the stats on his card, right? So that's the difference between, this is like, we talked about this in one of my live streams, about do you manage the game as you knew what happened in the past? And in this case, I would take Bautista out, right? Because I know his card is not going to give me the results I need unless he gets a patient result. I know he's going to strike out and he can't hit a home run, which is what we needed. So do I, as a replayer, say, nope, I got to take him out because he can't give me what I need because I can see the stats and numbers on? Or as a replayer, do I say, well, this is what happened in real life. They left him in there to try and hit a home run to see if he could win the game for him. And so that is a tough decision for replayers and what you want to do. And, unfortunately, that is it. All right, there are still other games in progress. We have 3 options. We can autoplay games to a finish. All right, so we're going to autoplay the games to a finish, and we're going to have the outcome for the day, and you can check it out here. First, the Nationals lose to Arizona in 13 innings. A walk-off for Arizona. Colorado beats Milwaukee 5-1. Dodgers blank Cincinnati 5-0. The Giants beat the Phillies 4-1. St. Louis doubles up San Diego 6-3. Same score in Los Angeles Angels lose to Minnesota by a score of 6-3. Kansas City defeats Baltimore 5-3. The New York Yankees take out Boston in 13 innings. 21 hits for New York, 14 for Boston. And the Yankees are going to take the lead in the division after a 13-inning marathon there. And Seattle takes care of Toronto 5-3. So we can go to our updated stats. Yep, New York takes the lead over Boston by 1. Detroit half a game ahead of Minnesota. 1 game up for Houston over Los Angeles. Atlanta still only 7.5 back because New York didn't play, but Washington won. No, they lost as well. Washington and Atlanta lost. Chicago is now tied with Milwaukee. Pittsburgh is half a game out, and St. Louis 2.5. So there's your updated information. Giancarlo Stanton crushed a game-winning walk-off grand slam on Thursday, lifting New York to a 13-10. So they were actually losing. Holy cow, let's take a look at that. So they were actually losing to the, let's go to the play-by-play. Yeah, Eduardo Nunez singled, scored Bradley. Rafael Devers strikes out. Velazquez strikes out. Singles. Bradley scores, Holt scores. So he scored 3 runs. And then single by Neil Walker, double by Andahar. A ground out, which scored Andahar, or scores, was that Neil Walker? And then Andahar moves to third. Torres doubles, Andahar scores. Brett Gardner singles. Aaron Judge is walked. Gregorius strikes out. And then Giancarlo Stanton with the grand slam. So Boston gets 3 runs in the 13th. The Yankees get 6 and win it. Wow. So that's why I like using this game, because, you know, for the replays, because you can see all these wonderful things outside of what actually just happened with the Atlanta Braves, right? So that's cool. The game of the day was voted by the fans, was played at Yankee Stadium. Yep, that was a very good one, wasn't it? Anyways, thanks to Alan Shaw for coming on by. I appreciate it, my friend. I guess that was it. Nobody else decided to talk or chat, but, you know, sometimes you have games like that. Yep, I will see everyone next time. Game number 37 versus the Marlins coming up next time. Your final score from Miami. The Marlins take out the Braves 6-4. Atlanta drops to 17-19. 17-19. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.